Hey, Queens. I want to talk today about how to break bad habits that occurred into our lives, that we allowed to occur into our lives. This smells so good. This is one of my products, Queen Regina's Exotic Hand Sanitizers, coming to a store near you. But anyway, I want to talk about these habits, right? I created a bad habit some time ago, some years ago, that carried over into my adulthood. That was kind of like hard for me to break. I was always late to school, especially my first period of class. I was always late. I said to myself, why school got to start at 7:20? 7:20? First period of class starts at 7:20. Really? That was too early for me, and I had to perfect my crown. My crown had to be tight. My crown had to be right. So my curls had to pop. I'm talking about like in the 90s. So we had wore like bobs, and sometimes our bobs, would be like sky high, and they would always call me Patty. That was my nickname in school, Patty, because I was known to, my bobs would just always be popping. They were always got to be like sky high, like to the roof. Curls, every curl had to pop. But anyway, that was very important to me. So whatever is really important to you, you gonna make sure you do that thing, and you gonna make sure that thing is tight, right to perfection. But not my first period of class. No, because that wasn't really important to me. It was important to me. School was important to me. I knew that I had to have an education. I knew that. But first period just wasn't that important to me. Let me fix my crown. So first period really wasn't that important to me. I was late about every single day. Every single day. And my science teacher, she said, Regina, you going to summer school. You do know that, right? So I was just like, okay, ain't no big deal. I just take this up in summer school, which I did. But I had a summer job too. So nothing was lazy about me. When I did show up in class, I did do my work, and I made sure I had a job. I kept a job. So that was in my teenage years life, right? So in my adult years of life, late. I always said, you know what? I'm going to get to work. I'm going to start getting to work 10 minutes before my actual start time, right? No, it would start off that way, that I would get to work 10 minutes before my actual start time. Or not just 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes before my actual start time. But then for some reason, I'll just fall off. And now I'm running behind schedule. Now I'm late. I'm like, this is ridiculous, right? So now I got a bank job. And I'm like in my early 20s. I would say like maybe 22, because I graduated from business school. So I would say I was like maybe 22, 23, somewhere around here. Got a bank job. All right, so now I'm, in the corporate sector. So we had like six times to be late. And after that sixth time, we were out of there. We were dismissed, right? So again, I say to myself, all right, I'm going to get to work 15 minutes before my start time. I'm going to give myself a grace period. My mom always said, get to work at least 15 minutes before your start time, right? So can't say I ain't listened to my mom. I did try to put that into practice. So started out that way, then eventually didn't end well. Late. I was late so many times, I literally had to call out before I got fired. Because I knew if I was late one more time within that year, I was done. I was late all the time. Had to be at work at 8 o'clock. The cutoff time was 8:06. So anything after 8:06, you are considered late. I would get there 8:01, 8:03, 8:04, 8:05, 8:06, 8:07, 8:08. And my goal was to be at work at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes before my start time. No, not at the door at 8 o'clock, right? Pushing the buttons on the elevator, hoping that it will open up, like right now, because I got to get upstairs and I got to clock in real quick. Did that all the time, until I missed that 8:06. It was now 8:07. It was now 8:08. And I'm like, oh man, this is ridiculous. So within that year, they would give us like 6 times. After that 6th time, that was it. We was out. And we will get warnings. Don't get me wrong. We will get warnings. But it seems like every year, within a year, I had to always call. I'm not going to make it in today. 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 Why? Because I knew my time was up. And I knew that I was on my way out that door. No, don't get me wrong. I was a great worker. I was a great worker. Any job I had, they will tell you she put in her 110. And still to this day, they will take me back in a heartbeat. Just like that. They will take me back. But I performed my duties well in excellence. I was always awarded. Always awarded, because I always had a mind to work. And I said, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to give it the best that I got. My day going to be perfected. My day going to be good. I'm going to have a good working day. And I was excited because I love money. So I love working, I love making money. So that wasn't a problem. It was just the lateness that was a problem. And it was a bad habit that I created. And it all started in school. With just me having that mindset. I'll get there. And then that mindset carried right on over into my work ethics. I'll get there. Until my behind was getting ready to get fired. You're like, seriously, for lateness. So I'm just saying that to say, you really got to identify those habits that you created. That's not good. And if you don't identify that and you really want to, start working on that and having a mindset to start working on those bad habits, they will never break. No, I'm not saying that, everything is perfect in my life, that, I get to places on time all the time, even, working and still, get to the job, on time, but it's not as bad as it was. Nowhere near it. Because now I'm an example. So if I want a team, and I'm getting ready to have a team very soon, I have to be an example to my team. I can't just show up late all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm an example to them. I can't show up late all the time and expecting them, to go out, to push hard, to sell these products, to get the job done. If I'm taking my time and I'm just showing up, when I show up, and no, because that's not setting a good example of leadership. It's not. So now I'm in position to actually be an example of punctuality. You have to show up at work on time. You have to give yourself a grace period. 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before. Why wait till December 31st come? And everybody say, I'm going to start the new year off fresh. I'm going to start the new year off really good. I'm going to show up at work on time. I'm going to get there like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before my start time. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show out. Why? Why wait till January to put that into place? Why not start right now, today? Start today. Do it. And it don't have to be work. Your work habits. It just can be anything. It just could be any habit that you created that was bad. It could be cigarettes. It could be smoking. Wing yourself off. Stop beating yourself up. Don't keep beating yourself up that, oh my God, I put these cigarettes down, now I'm back at it again. Put these cigarettes down. Wing yourself off. Just wean yourself off. Don't smoke as much as you would do in any given day. Wean yourself off of them. They can break. Bad habits are breakable. Be mindful of that. Bad habits are breakable. As long as you got a mind set to want to change the habits, they are breakable. They are. You can break them. It could be drinking. You know, you want to stop drinking and get intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to keep drinking to become intoxicated. So, okay, start winging yourself away from that. Try not to drink as much. Try not to drink as much. You know, don't keep beating yourself up over things that you can't change right now. You may not can change them right now, but as long as you got that mindset to start working towards it, to change it, to break those habits, it can change. The situation can change, and it can become breakable. Do not think bad habits cannot become breakable, because they can. They can. I drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink as much as I used to. Before, I would drink coffee morning, noon, and night. Every single day, I had to have it morning, noon, and night. Now, I don't have to have it morning, noon, and night. I drink it in the mornings, but I don't drink it every single day. I don't drink it every day, but I still drink it. But I know one of these days, it's just going to stop just like that. Because I got a mindset, and I'm not going to keep beating myself up on coffee. No, you just got to start putting it into practice. Anything you want to see break in your life, anything you want to see change in your life, start putting it into practice. Why hold off on something that you can do today, that you can start today? Don't say, oh, I got till tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. No, do it today. Start it right now. Start it today. It's not going to change unless you start doing something about it. Start. So I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I just wanted to just talk about, habits, and bad habits are breakable as long as you got a mindset to want to break those habits and start breaking those habits. Create a goal. Give yourself a goal and how you're going to go about breaking the habit that occurred into your life. That's all. So as you keep fixing that crown, always remember that you are beautiful no matter what. You got this. Girl, you got this. Go on and fix that crown. Start working on those habits. You got this. You can do it. Have a great day on purpose.